Welcome to my channel Starlight Sci-Fi Stories. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. The Starliner Nova Dawn cut through the black like a silver knife. Outside, stars blinked like cold eyes. Inside, the air smelled of sweet alien fruits and hot metal. Hundreds of creatures moved in the wide hall. Tall ones with feathers, short ones with too many arms, green ones that glowed, blue ones that sang. They all had tickets. They all had seats, except one seat in the very back row. That seat stayed empty. Next to it sat Jake. Just Jake, a human, grey hoodie up, hands in pockets, face hidden in shadow. He had not moved for 3 hours. Not once. Up front, 3 friends sat in a circle of soft purple light. The girl in the middle had pink skin that changed color when she laughed. Her name was Lyra. She had a long tail that curled like a cat's. Her 2 friends, Kix and Zora, had blue fur and silver eyes. They shared a bag of glowing candy. "Look," Lyra whispered. She pointed with her tail. All the way down the long aisle. Past the snoring rockman. Past the bird lady with 6 wings. Past the sleeping jelly blob. To the back row. To the empty seat. To the quiet human. "He looks lonely," Kix said. "Or angry," Zora added. "Or boring," Lyra giggled. She popped a candy in her mouth. It sparkled on her tongue. Humans were rare on Starliners. Most aliens only saw them in old stories. Stories said humans were weak, small, slow, easy to scare. Lyra believed the stories. She wanted to test one. "Bet I can sit next to him," she said. Kix snorted. "He'll run." Zora shook her head. "He'll cry." Lyra stood up. Her tail flicked high. "Watch me." The hall went quiet as Lyra walked. Aliens turned. Some smiled. Some whispered. A big red creature with 4 mouths leaned out. "Don't wake the human," it hissed. Lyra stuck out her tongue. She kept walking. Her shoes made no sound on the soft floor. The lights above her head changed from blue to green to gold. She passed a family of floating gas balls. She passed a robot reading a book made of light. She passed a plant man watering his own head. Closer, closer, 10 seats away. 5, 2. The empty seat waited. Jake did not look up. Lyra's heart beat fast. Not from fear, from fun. She loved pranks. Last week she hid Kix's tail in a box. The week before, she made Zora's fur turn green for a day. This would be easy. Sit, say boo, laugh. Done. She reached the back row. The air felt colder here. Heavier, like the ship itself held its breath. Lyra took a big breath. She dropped into the empty seat. Fast, hard. The cushion sighed under her. "Hi, scary human," she said loud. She poked his arm with one finger. His hoodie was warm, soft, like normal cloth. Jake did not move. Not a TW. Itch. Not a blink. His hands stayed in his pockets. His eyes stayed on the window. Outside, a red planet floated past, slow and round. Lyra leaned closer. Her tail curled around the armrest. She poked again. Harder. "Hey, Earth to human." Still nothing. Lyra looked back at her friends. Kix covered his mouth to hide a laugh. Zora waved both hands. "Do more." Lyra turned to Jake. She made her voice deep and spooky. "I am the ghost of Space Station 9. Give me your soul." Jake's head moved. Just a little, like he heard something far music. Lyra's smile grew wide. She opened her mouth to shout. Then it happened. A low hum started. Not from the engines. Not from the lights. From under the seat. From under her seat. Soft at first, like a cat purring. Then deeper, like a drum in her chest. Lyra froze. The hum grew. The floor vibrated. Her tail uncurled and stuck straight out. Jake's hands came out of his pockets. Slow. His fingers were long, strong, normal, but the hum followed them. Lyra tried to stand. Her legs would not move. The seat held her like glue. Not tight, just heavy, like gravity turned up. She looked at Jake. His hood still hid his face. But now she saw his eyes. They reflected the window, stars, red planet, and something else. A faint blue glow, like ice on fire. Lyra's mouth went dry. The candy taste turned sour. Up front, Kix stopped laughing. Zora's silver eyes went wide. The hum stopped. Silence rushed in. Big, cold. Jake turned his head. All the way. Slow. His hood fell back. Short brown hair. Normal face. Young. Calm. He looked at Lyra. Not angry. Not scared. Just awake. "Don't," he said. One word. Soft. Clear. The lights in the hall flickered. Once. Twice. Under the seat, the hum came back. Louder. Deeper. Like a dragon opening one eye. Lyra's tail shook. Her pink skin turned pale. She wanted to run. She wanted to scream. She wanted her friends. But the seat held her. The ship held her. The human held her, with just his eyes. Far away, the captain's voice crackled over the speakers. Attention. Unidentified energy in row 27. Stay calm. Aliens looked back. Hundreds of eyes. All on the back row. All on the girl. All on the human. Lyra's heart pounded so hard she felt it in her ears. She had wanted a prank. She had wanted laughs. Now she had something else. Jake leaned closer. His voice stayed soft. You sat in the wrong seat, he whispered. The blue glow in his eyes grew brighter. The hum became a roar inside her bones. Lyra opened her mouth. No sound came out. Then the floor lights turned red. Every screen on the ship flashed one word. Big, white, simple, Terran. The word pulsed. Once, twice, like a heartbeat. Lyra looked down. Her hands glowed faint blue. Not her color, Jake's color. She tried to pull away. She could not. Jake stood up. The seat let him go. The hum followed him like a shadow. He looked down at her. You started it, he said. Now watch. He raised one hand. The ship shook. Not hard, just enough. Like a giant hand squeezed the metal walls. Lyra's friends screamed. The rockman woke up. The bird lady dropped her drink. The jelly blob turned clear with fear. Jake walked forward. One step. The floor sparked under his shoes. Lyra stayed stuck. Her tail wrapped around her own leg. Tight. Scared. The captain's voice came again. Louder. Shaky. Row 27. Report. Now. Jake did not stop. He passed the plant man. The plant man's leaves curled up. He passed the robot. The robot's book fell. Pages of light scattered like snow. Every alien moved back. Made a path. Wide. Silent. Lyra watched. Her prank was gone. Her laugh was gone. Only the hum stayed. And the blue glow. And the human. Jake reached the middle of the hall. He stopped. He looked up. At the ceiling. At the stars. At nothing. Then he spoke. Not loud. But every speaker carried his voice. Every ear heard. Home, he said. The ship turned. Fast. Stars blurred. The red planet vanished. A blue dot appeared. Grew. Fast. Lyra's seat let go. She fell to the floor. Her friends ran to her. Pulled her up. Held her. But she could not look away. From Jake. From the blue glow. From the word on every screen. Terran. The ship flew faster. Engines screamed. Aliens cried. Lyra's tail shook harder. She had sat in the empty seat. She had poked the human. She had said boo. Now the stars moved for him. Jake stood still. Hands in pockets again. Hood up again. Eyes on the blue dot. Earth. Lyra whispered one word. Small. Scared. Sorry. The hum answered. Louder. Deeper. Like laughter. Like a promise. Like the sound of something wild waking up. The Nova Dawn no longer flew. It was pulled. Invisible ropes of force wrapped the silver hull and dragged it through the dark. Stars stretched into white lines. Planets flashed past like dropped coins. Inside, every seatbelt snapped tight on its own. Every cup, every bag, every tail stuck to the floor. Lyra stood between Kix and Zora. Her legs shook. Her pink skin had gone white at the edges. The blue glow from Jake's eyes still painted the walls. It moved like water. It whispered like wind. Jake walked down the middle aisle. No hurry, no noise. His shoes left tiny sparks that died fast. Aliens pressed against their seats. A four-armed trader dropped his gold cubes. They rolled, stopped, floated an inch above the floor. The captain burst through the front door. He was a tall lizard in a blue uniform. Scales shiny, medals bright, voice loud. Human, stop this now. Jake kept walking. He passed row 20, row 15, row 10. The captain reached for a silver stun rod on his belt. The rod bent like soft clay. Tea melted into a puddle that crawled up the captain's arm and froze into a bracelet. Silence. Lyra's tail curled so tight it hurt. Kix whispered, we should hide. Zora answered, where? Every wall screen still showed the same word. Terran. Now the letters dripped blue fire. They spelled new words. Fast. Guardian online. Return protocol. Do not resist. Jake reached the front. He stopped one step from the captain. The lizard was twice his size. Jake looked small, normal, hoodie, jeans, sneakers. The captain tried to speak. His mouth opened. No sound. His medals lifted off his chest and hung in the air like frightened birds. Jake raised one finger. Not a point. Not a threat. Just up. The ceiling opened. Not broken. Not forced. It folded like paper. Cold starlight poured in. A perfect circle of night sky. Lyra covered her eyes. The light was too bright. Too clean. Like the first day of the universe. Jake spoke. His voice came from everywhere. From the floor. From the walls. From inside every skull. I was sleeping. The ship shook again. Not hard. Like a dog shaking water. Loose bags flew. A child's toy, a soft star, bounced and stuck to the ceiling. Jake continued. You woke me. He looked back. All the way down the aisle. Past every alien face. Past every open mouth. Straight to Lyra. Her heart stopped. She felt it. One beat missing. Jake's eyes were not blue now. They were every color. Swirling. Alive. He said, one seat. One poke. One prank. That was enough. The captain found his voice. Small. Cracked. Please. We have rules. Laws. Trade routes. Jake smiled. First time. Small. Real. I have older rules. He stepped into the circle of starlight. His sneakers left the floor. He floated. Hoodie flapped like a flag in wind no one felt. The melted bracelet on the captain's arm spoke. Not the captain. The metal. A new voice. Deep. Calm. Old. Terran Overdrive engaged. All systems transfer to human control. Countdown. 10 minutes to gate. Lyra grabbed Kix's hand. Kix grabbed Zora. Zora's fur stood straight. The walls turned clear. Not glass. Not screens. Just gone. Everyone saw space. Real space. No ship. No protection. Only a thin blue bubble around every seat. Stars rushed closer. A red gas giant spun below. Its rings broke into a million shining rocks. The rocks lined up. Made a path. Straight. Wide. Waiting. Jake floated higher. His hoodie burned away. Not fire. Light. Under it, liquid metal armor grew from his skin. Silver. Black. Moving. Alive. Symbols crawled across it like ants. Old Earth symbols. New alien code. Mixed. He spread his arms. The ship followed. Engines silent. Lights off. Only his glow. Lyra found her voice. Tiny. Scared. What is he? No one answered. They all knew stories. Whispers. Legends. Humans left Earth long ago. They slept in side machines. Inside genes. Inside every ship that ever carried one. Jake turned in the air. He looked at the captain. Open the gate. The captain shook his head. There is no gate. Jake pointed. Far ahead. A black spot. No stars. No light. Just nothing. The spot grew. Edges shimmered. Silver ring. Gold fire. Bigger than moons. The captain's scales went pale. That's impossible. Jake floated back down. His feet touched the floor. Sparks died. Armor stayed. He walked to Lyra. Slow. Aliens moved away. Made space. Lots of space. He stopped in front of her. Looked down. She was shorter. Much shorter. Lyra's tail hid between her legs. Her friends stepped back. Jake knelt. Eye to eye. His voice soft again. Only for her. You wanted scary. Lyra nodded. Could not speak. Jake stood. He raised both hands. The bubble around every seat popped. Gravity returned. Normal. Kind. But the ship still flew. Fast. Straight to the ring. Screens came back. New words. Welcome home, Guardian. All debts paid. All promises kept. The captain fell to his knees. Medals clinked on the floor. Jake walked past him. To the front window. He placed one hand on the glass. The glass turned soft. His hand went through. Touched space. Cold. Empty. Perfect. Behind him, Lyra whispered, I'm sorry. Jake heard. Did not turn. The ring filled the window. Bigger. Closer. A mouth of light. Inside the ring. Earth. Blue. White clouds. Green land. Oceans that shone like mirrors. But something else. Ships. Thousands. Old. New. Alien. Human. All frozen. All waiting. Jake spoke to the ring. Not loud. The ring answered. 1,000 voices. Old human voices. Young. Male. Female. Child. Welcome back. The Nova Dawn entered the ring. No bump. No sound. Just a step from one room to another. Inside, gravity changed. Softer. Warmer. Like home. Lyra looked out. The frozen ships woke up. Lights on. Engines warm. They turned. Followed. Jake stood still. Armor dimmed. Hoodie returned. Gray. Simple. Normal. He looked at Lyra one last time. You started the spark. I finished the fire. The ring closed behind them. Stars returned. Normal stars. Quiet stars. Earth waited below. Blue. Alive. Calling. The captain stood. Voice steady now. All hands. Prepare for landing. Lyra sat down. Any seat. Not the back. Her tail stayed curled. Kix asked, what happens now? Zora answered, we go home. But not our home. Jake walked to the window. Hands in pockets. Hood up. Eyes on the blue planet. The ship began to descend. Clouds parted. Oceans smiled. Land reached up. Lyra closed her eyes. She saw the prank again. The empty seat. The poke. The boo. She opened her eyes. The spark had become a sun. And the human carried it inside. Quiet. Calm. Ready. The Nova Dawn touched ground. Soft. Safe. Doors opened. Warm air rushed in. Meld of salt and trees. Jake stepped out first. Barefoot now. Armor gone. Just a boy in a hoodie. Behind him, aliens followed. Slow. Silent. Awed. Lyra lost. Tail low. Heart loud. She looked up. Sky perfect blue. 2 suns. No. 1 sun. 1 moon. Home. Jake waited on green grass. He turned. Smiled. Small. Prank's over, he said. Welcome to Earth. The spark went quiet, but everyone felt it. Deep inside. Waiting. Humanity, fuck yeah. The Nova Dawn rested on a wide green field. No spaceport. No towers. No machines. Just grass, soft as a blanket, and a warm wind that smelled of rain and flowers. The sky was one big blue smile. 2 white clouds floated like lazy sheep. Jake stood first on the soil. Bare feet. Hoodie sleeves pushed up. He closed his eyes and took a long breath. The ground answered with a low, happy hum. The same hum from the ship. But gentle now, like a cat purring on a lap. Aliens stepped out one by one. The captain's claws clicked on the metal ramp. He looked left, right. No guards. No gates. Only trees in the distance, tall and green, waving hello. Lyra came last. Her tail dragged on the grass. Kix and Zora held her hands. They were quiet. The prank felt 1,000 years away. Jake opened his eyes. They were normal again. Brown. Human. He turned to the crowd. Hundreds of aliens. Big. Small. Feathers. Scales. Metal. All waiting. Follow, he said. 1 word. Soft. Everyone followed. The grass made a path. It grew taller on the sides, like walls. Flowers opened as they walked. Red. Yellow. Purple. Each flower turned its face to Jake. A river of color. Lyra whispered, this planet is alive. Zora nodded. Kix swallowed hard. They walked for 10 minutes. No one spoke. Birds sang above. Not alien birds. Earth birds. Small. Fast. Happy. The path ended at a circle of stones. Gray stones. Smooth. Tall as the captain. 12 stones. 1 space empty. Jake stepped into the empty space. The stones glowed soft gold. A table rose from the ground. Wood. Round. Seats grew from the grass. 12 seats. 1 for each stone. Jake sat. The captain sat. Lyra, Kix, and Zora sat together. Other aliens filled the rest. The table was full. A breeze carried the smell of bread. Plates appeared. Simple food. Warm bread. Red fruit. Clear water in wood cups. Everyone ate. No one asked how. Jake broke his bread. Earth remembers, he said. Every ship. Every name. Every promise. The captain put down his cup. We broke rules. We woke you. What is the price? Jake smiled. No price. Only choice. He stood. The table sank back into the ground. The stones dimmed. Jake walked to the center of the circle. He knelt. Put both hands on the grass. The ground opened. Not a hole. A door. Wide. Bright. Stairs of light went down. Old home, Jake said. Come see. They followed. Down. Down. The air grew cool. Walls were smooth stone. Lights floated like fireflies. The stairs ended in a huge cave. Bigger than the ship. Round. In the middle stood a tree. Not a normal tree. Trunk silver. Leaves blue. Roots in the rock. Fruit glowed soft white. Jake touched the trunk. The tree answered with music. Soft. Old. Human songs from long ago. Screens woke on the walls. Not screens. Windows. They showed stars. Galaxies. Ships. Every ship that ever left Earth. Every human who ever slept. Lyra's tail uncurled. She stepped closer. One window showed her prank. The empty seat. The poke. The hum. She saw herself laugh. She saw Jake wake. Another window showed the future. Aliens and humans together. Building. Laughing. Flying. Jake spoke to the tree. Voice low. Thank you for waiting. The tree dropped one fruit. Small. White. Jake caught it. He walked to Lyra. Held it out. Eat, he said. It remembers your name. Lyra took the fruit. It was warm. She bit. Sweet. Like candy. Like home. Like sorry. Her pink skin glowed soft gold. Her tail stood straight. She felt strong. Not scared. Jake gave fruit to everyone. Each alien ate. Each felt the same. The captain's scales turned shiny again. He smiled. First time. Jake returned to the tree. He placed one hand on the trunk. The cave lights brightened. Time to choose, he said. Stay or go. Help or leave. Earth is open. No one moved. No one spoke. Lyra stepped forward. Tail high. Voice clear. I stay. Kix and Zora nodded. We stay. One by one, every alien spoke. Stay. 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 Jake's eyes glowed again. Not blue. Gold. Warm. The tree grew taller. Roots spread. Lights danced. Jake looked up. Far above, the cave ceiling opened. Sky showed. Sun smiled. He raised both arms. The ground shook. Soft. Happy. New paths grew. Houses of wood and light. Rivers of clean water. Fields of food. All in minutes. Aliens walked out. New homes waited. Each door had a name. Each name remembered. Lyra found her door. Pink wood. Her name in gold. Inside. Bed. Table. Window to stars. Her tail wagged. Jake stood outside. Hoodie back. Hands in pockets. Lyra ran to him. Hugged him. Tight. Thank you, she said. Jake hugged back. Thank you for the prank. They laughed. Small. Real. The captain saluted. Orders, Guardian. Jake pointed to the sky. Build. Learn. Live. Ships came down. Old friends. New friends. All welcome. Earth turned green and gold. Aliens and humans worked side by side. No bosses. No fear. Only choice. Lyra planted a flower from her old world. It grew tall. Pink. Strong. Every night, the trees sang. Every morning, the sun rose. Jake walked the fields. Quiet. Calm. Human. The spark became a fire. Warm. Kind. Forever. Humanity. Fuck yeah.